Come to watch your friend die.
Please, save her!
Father Inarius, as I shed my wicked blood, let it be purified in thy light. Let the light fill the darkness within all of us.
Oh, your pitiful chanting again.
Again, yes.
Are you so eager to watch me freeze her blood?
Let the light push out the darkness hiding within this woman. Father, force this demon out.
I knew it! I knew you were involved in something abhorrent!
No! Stop him!
Stop this instant! The Reverend Mother will learn of this heresy! I will see you all burn!
Father, forgive me!
Hurry, finish it!
Light purge the wickedness!
Enough! I tire of this.
Sister, no!
No! No! How is she still fighting?
Sister, please, say something!
Please wake up!
It's too bloody cold down here.
Oh, light be praised!
Sister, are you alright?
Yes, you did well. The demon is truly banished. I'm impressed you were able to copy the rituals so quickly. It took me ages to master.
Sister Octavia, you are all right. But these people have engaged in blasphemy of the highest sort. Lying, stealing holy implements, brutalizing a priest of the cathedral. They will burn on the pyre before the day is out. How could you be so rash? When the Reverend Mother...
Oh, and what will you tell Prava? That you allowed a commoner to so easily deceive her holy representative? That you abandoned your flock in Margrave and left them with no guidance from the lights? If I am to be tied to that horrific pyre, then you shall be there with me.
No. I suppose I have been away from Margrave overlong. I should return swiftly. But, Sister Octavia, please, take better care of yourself. The cathedral is stronger with you on your feet than in a sickbed.
It sure is.
My friend, give me just a moment and I will meet you outside. You deserve a proper thanks. And thank you, Peter Kvera. I know it wasn't easy for faithful folk to do what you did for me.
Sister, you saved my boy. There was no choice to make.
If we did not do everything we could to save you, how could we call ourselves followers of the light?
I am glad you're all right.
Yes, I can already feel the warmth returning. Thank you, my friend. I put a great deal of weight upon your shoulders. I asked you to lie for me, to put yourself in grave danger. If you had rejected me, I couldn't say I'd blame you. But you didn't. You saved me, and in so doing, saved countless others I can still help.
What about Priest Matvey? Are you worried he will cause trouble?
No. He will keep what he's seen to himself. Hopefully, I can teach the rest of the clergy to have a bit more faith in the members of their congregation. I want you to have this. It's not much, really, but I hope it brings you some measure of good fortune. Thank you again. You will always have a friend in the cathedral.
Let's see what level it gave it to us at. Oh, it actually gave it to us at level. Interesting. I'm not at level, but level 34. A little crit chance, up to 5% chance to restore primary resource. Cooldown reduction. Yeah. I don't know whether that's gonna end up being any good, but for now I'll put it away for my sorcerer. Yeah, so they they definitely caught that bug. As I mentioned in beta, you could do this quest and the result would be an item that had the stats of of your level, whatever you completed the quest at character, but with the required level that was the minimum. And I think for this one, it was like level 12 or something. Let's put these away. Yeah, so that leaves 7 more side quests. I have no idea where to get them from. Confirm there's nothing in here. Yeah, so no side quest here. Let's confirm there's no side quest in Margrave. Okay, nothing. By the way, I would love to know who the jackass was that made it that there's no waypoint on this side of the map. I mean, like, just looking at it, like, it gets like a striking absence. Like, obviously there should be one over here somewhere, but there's not. I mean, like, this is, well, I mean, I don't think it's that one. Yeah, this is the Anarius Keep. And this is that other place. There could be one here and here. Why isn't there? Absolute foolishness. Yeah, since I have no idea where to get the remaining side quests from, it is time to complete the Act 1 quest. All right. Behold the truths that lie within. Oh. Thought I remember just needing to go up to that thing. Guess not. I am confused. Oh, I see. I didn't walk over this way. That's what. That's a mistake I made. There we go.
Time to do that.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How are the kids? Really? What did I hit? What did I hit? I see. There's so much range on my swipe that I can actually hit something on the go around.
Time to do that.
All right. Yeah, it feels like the end there, so. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. Then everything else.
You're stuck in an illusion created by the Horadrim. The portal will lead you through this crude trap.
Thanks, Doggo.
Relax. No harm will come to you here.
Yeah, this made me feel so fucking dumb. Like when I did this part in beta, and when I did this in beta, the entire time, because we start right here, you know, like you're looking out on like this lava field here. Like the entire time, I was only looking at what was going on outside of what we're looking at here. And I never once paid attention to the fact that we're in friggin' Tristram. It even says it on the corner there. I never paid attention to anything the entire time. I was just like, oh, look at the hellscape thing going on here. Oh, I hope I don't miss anything. And we even have the the well that Deckard Cain was always standing in front of. Oh man, I felt dumb. Like the only reason I even found out that the mistake I made was that one of my buddies brought it up. Like when he said it, I was like, "What?" That I knew I had finished the whole Act 1 campaign, so I was like, the whole Act 1 campaign quest. I was like, what do you mean Tristram? When did we visit Tristram? Well, how could I have missed something that big in during the beta? And then when he explained where he was talking about, I was like, son of a bitch. I never even paid attention to the environment. I only was looking at the background. Who are you?
Who are you? An admirer of sorts. I saved you in the mountains. You'd lost your horse and crawled into that cave. Would have frozen to death if not for me.
Thanks.
Why are you helping me? Oh, it's very simple. You want to stop Lilith, and I want you to succeed. But you'll never do that by following the Horadrim. Their path always ends in fire and death. Seen enough. Open the door.
Yeah, so they don't give you the option to interact with anything here. Like, you're just supposed to take in the scenery and then go and then move on. Why are you telling me all this?
Why are you telling me all this?
To warn you, a day will come when the Horadrim stumble. Don't be there when they do. The portal will lead you to that little girl you're looking for.
You said that weird, but off I go, I suppose. What is this place?
Tristram, the Horadrim of old imprisoned Diablo, the Lord of Terror beneath the earth. And then they built this town nearby. You can see how that turned out.
Why you want to stop Lilith?
I like the world the way it was, without Lilith. Her little game of rebellion will only lead to chaos. You've already seen visions of the damage she can do. Yes, I know you have fed her blood. Do you feel it changing you? Perhaps not yet. But as long as Lilith walks in your world, it is only a matter of time.
Thanks for the pet, Top Man. Talk to you later.
Back in the Horadrim's illusion. Mayra.
There you are. I think I've lost my way. The same thing happened to my mother and me earlier on. The trail to the vault ends here, so it should be somewhere around in these woods. Someone toying with us. This place is a maze. Now this. What's that supposed to be?
I need more time.
And now we can finish up the map.
I see. The path is different now. The statue was the source of an illusion. We must be close. Finally, the Horadric Vault.
Cool. Got it all. We're done at the waypoints and the map discovery. Guess you'd eventually come back and do all of the dungeons, find all the statues, complete the remaining side quests. For now, let's go finish the act. This is the place.
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope. All we need is one book, one spell, to help us cross the Black Lake and stop Lilith. Sealed shut. What of the passage over there?
Why were you and your mother looking for this place?
You assume we're treasure hunters, don't you?
I'm not assuming anything. I just want some answers.
Look, ever since I can remember, my mother took me around looking for Horadric artifacts. It was an obsession.
Cool.
And when she learned of this vault and wanted to find it, I couldn't say no.
Why not?
She was sick. Tried to hide it from me, but I knew she didn't have long left. This sort of thing, the hunt, it made her happy. It made me happy too. You have the answers you wanted now.
I have the ability to skip all this as much as I want now. So yes. This old cooking pot is lined with rust. A variety of texts on local history, old kingdoms, and forgotten faiths.
I think it's written in Horadric code. And here, the same symbol on the door. I have an idea. You might want to take a step back. Chaspith Chart. Let's keep on. Wish Mother was here.
I mean, I definitely won't replace any of these with that, but... And because we are wearing... We are wearing an item that gives us a rank in rabies. Donan brought a book on his visit. The writing is ancient, a scroll from the Vigerai. Lorath will not be pleased, but if I'm to fight by his side one day, I need to study everything. Lorth is wise, but he's cautious. I'll prove myself to him yet. Many of the notes here deal with the mathematics and in mathematics and astronomy. Each page is lined with commentary and star charts and prophecies.
Hey, wait for me.
Can you open this door?
It's the same seal as before. Should be easy enough to break it again. But why would someone use it here?
One way to find out.
Of course. We can't let anything stop our pursuit of Lilith. I'll open the door, and if we split up, we'll work faster that way.
Only if you stay on this side of the door.
Fine.
What am I looking for?
Don't you know? A book, a scroll, or anything that will help us cross the Black Lake. Chesapeake's chart!
Why would I know? Yep, not worth killing them. What's up, Harold? Oh, really? Yes, jumped in the way as I finished wrapping that up, huh?
Time to do that.
Oh, come on. So friggin' annoying.
I'm not ready yet. I was a demon guarding that book. I should take this back to Norel.
By the way, screw this guy. Screw this guy all the way. Why is that the only place in this friggin' game where there's a portal at the end that takes you back to a spot to make this part more convenient? Why is that?
I hope you had more luck than me.
I found this book.
Interesting. This ledger was written by the Haradrim. This is chronicling spells and theories created by Rathma, the first necromancer.
That's not what we are looking for.
No. But it can still work. There must be a spell in this book we can use to bring my mother back. She knows the ritual to cross the Black Lake.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
It's all we have. My mother will help us through. Meet me down there.
The passage was infested with demons.
I thought I heard something, but demons? How is that possible? It couldn't have been the Horadrim. They're secretive, but would never follow such a path.
Rathma? That can't be a coincidence.
You mean that we found Rathma's book here, and Lilith's going after him? My mother told me once, there are no coincidences where immortals are involved.
By the way, this kind of proves to me that the loot in this game, I mean, not the like the normal quest rewards, like, I mean, not that like the side quest rewards, but that quest rewards like this are like, you know, like they are bound by the same rules as all the loot. Because in the beta, this was a legendary item. And now, it's magic. Which means that I just got lucky in beta, and it happened to roll as a legendary item. A bronze relief depicting the visage of Archangel Tyrael hung on a fine cord. Various additional ornaments have been added to the amulet, including one depicting a trio of forbidding ancient gods. That's a weird statement. Depicting a trio of forbidding ancient gods. I wonder if that's a typo. Put that away. And this has damage to close on it. I mean, there's just so much good stuff on this. I'm not sure if we're ever going to find something that's as good as this for our build. But we need to find something that's good, that's as good as this for our build, because right now we are. Let's see, our highest. Yeah, so 413 is where we're at right now. Yeah, so we're 40 behind at the moment. Actually, more like. And we're like 70 behind. We are falling behind because we can't find anything that is an upgrade to our current weapon. Gonna break down.
Best armor in the peaks. I'll take it.
Only holding on to this because it has flavor text, but aside from that, it has no value.
Hello.
Kinda the closest.
More strangers in the camp.
Alright, let's finish up this act. Next session, it's Jason Asano time. What's the plan?
I'll explain on the way.
I missed it. Was this one or the other one? That was the other one.
Ratma's description of the ritual was difficult to understand, and the notes weren't much better. I think I know how to talk with my mother again.
Go do your terrible thing, girl.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it? Let's hurry. Mother, please, can you hear me?
My little magpie, it's you.
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Nere, stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes. This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, magpie, without me. But I can help you one last time before I go. You have the divine blessing. Your blood is the necessary key. Nere, you were so loved.
The way is open. We have to go. But... do you think Lilith is even still here? It's been so long. I'm afraid she's won this one. Besides, I have to... take care of my mother. But it's not over yet. Not for you. Lilith was after Rosma. Find him. Learn why. I'll be back at the vault. All right?
So now that our pulverize is max level, I mean, I want to bring Grizzly Rage into this. At the same time, I know it's more valuable to pump Hurricane. Yeah, but now that we're at this part, you can kind of see like what I mean by feeling that the exorcism side quest was actually more like both like rewarding and poignant as a narrative thing than the main story quest. Because like there's a lot of parallels between those two. Like you do very similar things. You know, like you meet a character who has a mission that they need your assistance to complete. Your role in the process results in a kind of I say like a greater evil being presented. You know, you go into areas to purge the known threat. People get saved, people die, and in the end, you feel like your character actually had an effect in the matters. Now, like I said, they run very much parallel, those two storylines, but in the exorcism one, you actually feel like you're involved. You know, you actually have to be the one to perform the exorcism. Like, whereas with this one, it's like, hey, so we have this character, and she's gonna do all the stuff that the main character should be doing, because we want to say that she has the knowledge to do these things, even though we kind of screwed up and set up that she wouldn't actually know how to do these things, and she's kind of just, you know, flying by the seat of her pants, like trying to like use what little knowledge her mother taught her, and yet somehow that translates into the necromantic ability to revive, to reseat a soul in a departed host. Where previous to this one spot here, we've never actually seen her do anything magical. Yeah, we've seen her speak incantations to open doors, but in combat, you know, she hides and she stabs things. You know, we don't see her showing any kind of arcane. We don't see like her as like a spell casting character, and then she does that. Whereas with the exorcism thing, it's like, hey, we know that there's someone who was trained to do this shit. Yeah, it's like I get it. Like they need to have like a character to bring you in here and a character to bring you back, but I don't know. It feels weak. It feels real weak.
I feel a cold wind flowing through my bones.
What up?
You are the last visitor to my sanctum. Though you come too late, just as Lilith did before you. For it was my father, Inarius, who arrived here first. It unfolded as my visions foretold. How we hurtled towards the prophecy's end.
Yeah, it just occurred to me like a kind of like easy thing they could have done to have made this game like the story of this game like 1,000 times better. Like they could have made it that each of the classes was one of the leads for the game. Or if not a lead, then a character of consequence. So like Rothma, what if Rothma was the necromancer? You know how like all the previous games, you had a kind of set in stone like like look for your characters. Like where in previous games there wasn't really a reason that they needed to be set since it was just a player character. But like in this one, like you actually have a necromancer that that you could be like, hey, that's the necromancer. There's an actual story character who who matters to the plot, and so that's who you're playing as. It could have been that like you are like if you're playing barbarian, you're the chieftain of the bear tribe. Like, they could have made it that when you're the druid, you're like you start like basically do it like Dragon Age Origins basically. Do Diablo via Dragon Age Origins. And if they did it that way, the story would be much better. It would be a much better story if they did it that way, because then you'd be involved. You as the player would be involved in the story, and you'd actually care about anything going on, and this wouldn't be a story that everyone just wants to skip through to get to the parts that matter. Ah, really? Mind you, I know what happened there. Because I was holding on, like, so I play these games. I play every game that I post on YouTube, with obviously with the exception of Xenoblade Chronicles. Every game that I post on YouTube, I play using my Steam controller. This game is no different. Like, I'm playing this on my Steam controller, but my controller has like a little drift issue now, and because of the drift issue, like I changed the way that like when I'm running around, like I have a mouse area bound to the joystick, and like which always worked great until the drift started happening. And the way I got around the drift was that now, like, I have to hold the right button before I start moving around the joystick to control the mouse. And when I'm not holding that button, like, like it just, the mouse just clicks, it just moves to the middle right there. And I have a little, I have a mouse pad thing on the right of the controller that I can use to just do precision mouse stuff. But, but if I want to actually, like, move around like this, then I have to hold down the right button on the controller to do that. So when I'm trying to stop myself from attacking, like, I think that because I'm still holding this button down, I think the drift is still happening where like it's doing another attack, it's getting another attack off when I'm trying to stop attacking. Which is unfortunate. Because I want to use my stacks here for my hurricane and not for just a regular attack.
It started in dreams. I saw shattered images of the end of Sanctuary. The scales of a great serpent carried these visions. And so I went to visit him. I and the serpent's thoughts met, and the fragmented future was mended together. I put it down in order, and the prophecy was born.
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
Hello, tumor.
That couldn't understand the nature of such a thing. I knew Inarius would be driven to interfere, believing that it was about him. He saw himself as a savior, piercing hatred's heart in hell.
Yeah, I think Rathma is voiced by, like, I can't think of his name right now, but the voice of Raziel. He's done a ton of other voice work, but Raziel is obviously the character that I think of when I think of that voice actor.
so I locked the gates to hell. It was only a matter of time before Norris would discover what I'd done and come demanding the key.
Okay. I got this axe that I got. Rampaging Werebeast. Increased duration of Grizzy Rage. Critical strikes with Grizzy Rage. Increased critical strike damage for the duration. Pretty good. Yeah, but just like with the other one, I'm gonna have to just break out the aspect. Got to put that ring away. Dang it.
Oh, you refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling.
Nothing you do will change the future I saw.
I create my own destiny. And this prophecy of yours is just a small part of it. It is wider, beyond comprehension of ungrateful spawns like yourself.
It's funny that at the start of the game, you know, during the prologue, like, hey, you know, we need to, get a way to deliver exposition to the player in a way that's, that's consistent with the narrative of the game. And then you get to this part, it's like, all right, it wouldn't make sense for us to use the thing that we set up at the start of the game to drop exposition on the player here. So let's just go and save Rathma for whatever reason, set up like apparitions of himself to deliver exposition to the player. The first one has meaning. The second one does not.
All you must understand is once I am victorious in hell, the high heavens will welcome me home, where I belong.
I wish it would be true, Father.
is this place? I'm being followed.
By the way, if you have experience with the Diablo franchise and you haven't made it to this point in the game before, then you're probably going to be as disappointed as I was. If you're someone who doesn't have experience with the Diablo games, then you may not have the background to understand why what's about to happen is disappointing. But to put it bluntly, in the Diablo games, the first boss of the game, like the first major story boss of the game, like, is always something that is set up in a way that gives meaning to what you're doing. The Act 1 boss does none of these things. The Act 1 boss, when we get there, you're going to see we don't even know who this is. It's never, like, you know, there's nothing. Like, I went through the effort. I put in the effort to make sure that I did all of the story stuff that you can do, and I made sure I did as many side quests as I could find. Yeah, to see if there was additional lore somewhere in the game that explains who this character is. Because, as far as I can tell, like, this is just some mook. Like, they make us fight a mook for the as the Act 1 boss.
Outsider! Beyond this chamber, there's nothing but death and murder. How fitting to feel your praise.
You may be thinking, I mean, this can't be who he's talking about, right? I mean, this is obviously just some setup before the Act 1 boss. Nope. Not the case. This is the actual Act 1 boss. Who is this? I mean, they talked. There's someone who had dialogue. I mean, there's no context of the dialogue, but they had some. That was the Act 1 boss of Diablo 4.
Vigo, who did this?
I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe?
Yes, she is safe.
Our meeting is no coincidence. I came here to help. Will you give this to her for me? I should never have taken it. It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes. I see it now. They have come.
You didn't need that armor to prove your worth, friend.
Yeah, so in case anyone prior to this point was thinking that I was being too harsh about the Act 1 boss, keep in mind that this story character died to help you fight a boss that means nothing to you. They could have made it a boss that was in some way related to what was going on to give this whole thing meaning, but they didn't. They chose to set this up, to have him show up to help you fight nobody. Yeah, just don't make sense, man. It does not make sense.
Give me the key to hell. I will not ask again.
You don't need to. I saw a vision of the key lifted from my corpse, under the watchful eyes of the great serpent in my sanctum. If you are chosen as you say, it will come to pass.
Yeah, so all we want from this is the legendary power and this chess piece. Becoming injured while crowd controlled grants you unstoppable. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, that must be a bug. Yeah, I guess like if an item goes into this inventory and you don't look at it, even after it's been removed from your inventory, it still counts as being an event to notify you to look at the tab there.
It's too quiet. Where is she?
Time for the Act 1 cutscene. No extra lore sitting around. Okay. Cutscene time. Enjoy, everybody.
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen. This key unlocks more than the doors of hell. It unlocks our path to the future. A future made possible because of the price you paid. Your sacrifice will not have been in vain.
We just gotta talk to a couple more NPCs and we're done. Fortunately, when I do my Necromancer and Sorcerer playthroughs, I won't have any future knowledge to to guide me along the path of this is not good storytelling. I mean, honestly, the beta should have just been, hey, you know what? We're going to let you do the prologue, and then you can just go nuts in the open world, and there's not going to be any story missions at all. That would have been preferable. That would have, at least, you know, if I had been disappointed like that, like when the game came out, yeah, like when I played this game for the first time, Like it would have at least felt okay. Yeah, at least it would have. Been all brand new, and it wouldn't have been something that I had or witnessed to multiple times to, because you know how like when there's like a movie you like and you try not to watch it again so that you don't end up ruining it by spotting things you didn't notice the first time and nitpicking at it. That works for everything. Like if there's something with bad writing, the more you're exposed to the bad writing, the worse the writing gets. Here lies Renard, who was ever searching. Now she sleeps at the steps of knowledge. Vigo wanted me to give you this.
Vigo wanted you to have this.
He was a good man. And Lilith? Was she even there? Did you meet her?
Already gone by the time I arrived.
There is more. I can see that.
Lilith took the key to hell off Rathma's body.
Then it was all in vain. She's the only one who got what they wanted.
Neyrel. She came seeking the Haradrim of legend. Seeking hope. She found neither. But her part in things was far from over. In truth, we would need her more than she needed us. Didn't seem that way at the time, though. For anyone. Inarius proved to be just as unreliable as I'd feared. His self-obsession had driven him to murder his son, Rathma. And from the corpse left behind, Lilith had taken a key to hell. Where would she use it? We could only depend on ourselves to find out.
And that's the end of Act 1. Been a long road, but we're finally done with one of the acts. Bernard's esoteric signet. A small and unassuming signet ring. The inside, however, reveals a mixture of engraved astrological symbols, as well as prayers of various deities and spirits. It also faintly smells of sulfur. Critical damage, spirit, damage to enemies. Yeah. Nothing worth using for us, but it's something. Let's go purge these. Yeah, that away. Put these away also.
left there. Until spring.
Nothing there to break open.
Something for the cold and dark.
See if we want to do any final updates to my Druid's look before we call it. My intention is to leave him looking snazzy. Then fancy hat. Yep. Now we look like the greedy druid that we chose to be at the start. All right. Yep. So this is where we're going to bid adieu to our cleric for the time. I keep calling him cleric. Our druid for the time being. I think that the build that we ended up with was pretty solid. We are able to do like nice little burst damage using a combination of Provocation and Hurricane, along with our, our big Primeval Pulverize smashes. Like we able to use Ursine's Strength to occasional benefit when I wasn't accidentally wasting our provocation before using Hurricane. Which, by the way, like in case it wasn't clear, like that's why I I kept on using I kept using Debilitating Roar when I didn't really need it. It was just to put me in bear form so I could get this to happen without attacking something, so I wouldn't lose the bonus. And then I kept, either hitting the button to use the roar, and then hitting something right before I did it, or having an attack queued right when I did it, so that I'd lose the bonus before getting to use Hurricane with the damage bonus from Ursine Strength. Yeah, but it's it's very solid, and I definitely have no gripes about continuing forward with this particular build. I mean, I would like to definitely get some equipment that allows us to to upgrade our weapon at some point, because basically we are I mean, I don't want to say we're 10 levels behind on the weapon, but we aren't where we should be. I mean, cause obviously, level wise, the required level is much lower than our current level, but that doesn't really mean anything. We can find equipment that is in the 20s at our level and have it still be upgraded to the point that we can use it. It's not like it's a major thing that it's a lower level weapon. But we want something that can at least get us back all of that overpower damage, and that also give us the damage to close enemies. This was just such a perfect weapon, and we got this as a story item. But regardless, if you've liked listening to this old man talk about RPGs and you've been enjoying the playthrough, or you enjoyed the Act 1 playthrough, I appreciate doing all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you next time hopefully in the Necromancer Act 2 playthrough, as always, Victus, Virus Numeris, and bye.